Keefe D wants the court to throw out the evidence in his Tupac murder case. What's up, words? Your boy Charles Brown back again talking facts. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe, hit notification bell. Keep sending those cash outs to CLBMG. Join that membership. And all you buying that merch down below. Gang, listen. So Keefe D is one of the dumbest guys you will ever meet in your life. A grown man in his 60s that talked himself into a murder case because he just wouldn't shut up. Right? We knew for years that Keefe D allegedly was involved with the Tupac murder. We always wondered, at least I did, how he was never arrested for this. It was so blatant and dumb that he was telling on himself throughout the course of, I want to say, the last 15, 20 years that he was in the car, but he didn't pull the trigger. That's a self-admission, right? I never understood why Keefe D was allowed to say these things for years. He made a book. He did audio books. He did all kind of confessions on all kind of video platforms. And as the years went on, as he got more and more emboldened and as he got more and more away with it, let's just be honest, Keefe D started to say more and more and more. He started to do this for money. He would sit down with anybody and openly talk about Tupac and whoever else, Suge and whoever else, Mob James. He would have something to say about everybody in the case. Puffy, he implicated Puffy I don't know how many goddamn times. So Keefe D now is in prison. He got arrested by the Las Vegas PD damn near, 30, 35 years later. I don't know how long ago it was. But end of the day, Keefe D gotta be the dumbest convict in the whole prison system because he wouldn't shut up and he got himself in trouble. So now he has some evidence. He's trying to get out. He has cancer. He's quote unquote a dying man. He's trying to get out. So let me read this article and have this conversation. Keefe D wants the court to throw out evidence against him in the Tupac murder case by Gabriel Braz Navarez for hotnewhiphop.com. Dwayne Keefe D Davis, also referred to as Keefe D, recently had his trial for Tupac Shakur's murder delayed due to overwhelming evidence. I never heard no shit like this in my life. I watch a lot of cop shows. I watch a lot of detective shows, a lot of lawyer shows. Right? I even watched Chicago Medical. I ain't never seen no shit like this. I ain't never seen nothing where you had so much evidence. They asked for a delay because we got too much shit on this nigga. I ain't never heard of this, gang. Let me continue. The murder of Tupac Shakur remains one of the biggest mysteries in hip-hop, but we might get answers soon. There has reportedly been a big development in the case of the man accused of orchestrating Tupac's murder, Dwayne Keefe D Davis. He has also been referred to as Keefe D. Now, can we say he orchestrated it? Let me see. Did he orchestrate it? He said he was in the car. They stumbled on him, right? They were looking for him, but they stumbled on him after the fight in the casino with Suge Knight. They beat homeboy up that allegedly stole somebody's death row chain because allegedly Diddy put a hit on all death row chains. You got, I don't know, 5 grand, 10 grand, whatever it was. Every death row chain you could bring him, Diddy was going to wire you the money. So they went and snatched somebody's death row chain at a mall. Allegedly, they saw the guy that got the chain taken at the mall. He saw the guys at the fight, the Mike Tyson fight with Tupac, Suge, and the rest of the death row guys. Said, there they go, right? And apparently they got jumped. They beat homeboy up, right? And end of the day, they got in the car, went to look for Tupac, found him at the light. Now I don't know if that means Keefe D orchestrated anything. I think they just was riding around looking for the dude and they saw him. So, but let me continue. Per this new report from CBS 8, Davis' legal team filed a motion on Monday to exclude certain bits of evidence from the upcoming trial. This motion refers to what police seized during a nighttime raid on his home in Henderson, Nevada, which is why I never understood why he was still living in Nevada. This wouldn't even happen. I don't know why he just didn't move. Maybe the girl was like, I ain't moving. You can do what you want. He's like, I'll stay with you. Shit, fuck it. Defense attorneys claim that this search was illegal. Specifically, Keefe D's lawyer, Robert Draskovich, reportedly argued that officials violated his client's civil rights during the July 2023 raid due to insufficiently justified search warrant. So, first of all, it's funny to see when these lawyers, they gotta defend someone who's clearly guilty. Someone clearly did it. They still get to have a defense. That's America for you, gang. Let me continue. When officers obtain nighttime authorization through bad faith, courts agree suppression is appropriate. The motion in Clark County District Court stated, bad faith is evident from the face of the affidavit supporting the search warrant. First, the court unwillingly relied on a misleading portrait of Davis as a dangerous drug dealer, when in fact his drug convictions were 25 years old. He was a 60-year-old retired cancer survivor that had lived quietly in the same Henderson home for nearly a decade. Second, the court overlooked the case-specific urgency or safety concerns Nevada law requires to justify nighttime searches. It accepted instead generic safety theories that would apply to virtually any search of any home. Now, they have a point, because those nighttime raids, when they kick in your door, we've seen people get murdered in them raids that had nothing to do with it, right? We've seen people get shot in their beds, shot through the window, right? People have gotten hurt in those nighttime raids, especially when it's not even this serious. As this is a 35-year-old murder with a 60-year-old man with cancer. I don't know how much shooting he's going to be doing. You could probably call him and tell him come down to the station tomorrow morning. This motherfucker would do it. So I don't know if you needed all this. He wasn't going to run. Where could he, right? So I don't know if you needed all this, but let me continue. Las Vegas District Attorney Steve Wolfson reportedly spoke about the alleged evidence against Keefe D. Quote, "This is an important case," he reportedly stated at a press conference. "We wanted to make sure we get it right. We wanted to make sure we had legally admissible evidence. We wanted to make sure that we felt comfortable that we had sufficient legal evidence. If you're going to charge a person with murder, he has a right to believe that the system would only bring charges if there was sufficient legal evidence." Keefe D's currently serving a prison sentence for fighting an inmate while awaiting his murder trial. It would take place in August 2026. Well, sometimes people fight, man. This is my honest opinion about this. Tupac died back in the 90s, gang. Keefe D been saying I had a hand in this, but it wasn't me that did the shooting since God knows almost the damn night. I think he was saying this in the 90s too. We are in 2025 and you're holding a man in jail with no parole. We won't let him go home. Let me just say this and be honest with you. It don't matter if Keefe D did it or not. They haven't proved that he did it. I don't see why the dude's sitting in jail for some shit that they won't even, they keep postponing the trial. This is how they do black people, gang. They sit you in jail whether you're guilty or not. This guy could be innocent. It doesn't make any difference. Where's he going to go? This guy got cash. He's 60 years old. He's obviously not a threat to society. So you're going to keep him in there for what? What's the purpose? He's not a flight risk. The nigga has no money. Where's he going to go? At best, he probably put a bullet in his own fucking head. Other than that, what's the point of you? You know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense. But they're holding him. They're making this big grandstand. They fuck around and lose the case, nigga be out again. So this is how things have been going lately. They feel like a lot of dudes are getting, when it comes to the legal system, I'm not just talking about these high-profile cases. I'm talking about period. They're just keeping dudes in prison, keeping you in jail, holding you and shit. And it's kind of goofy. At the end of the day, I'm thinking that if he really did do it, prove it. I don't like that they just hold dudes indefinitely, right? Yeah, sure. YNW Melly, he might be the asshole, he might be the worst nigga ever. But at the end of the day, you're keeping a guy 4 or 5 years and you haven't even barely proved anything on the guy. You just got conjecture and this, that, and the third. Why the trial taking so long on all these guys? So, end of the day, I'm not here to say a guy innocent or guilty. I'm just saying Diddy done got caught, tried, convicted, all this shit. Keefe D still waiting on a trial. It's weird, gang. I don't understand it. But at the end of the day, they haven't said what the evidence actually is. So we don't even know what the evidence really is that they got. This got overwhelming evidence. All right, spring it on me. They want more time to sit there and situate it. Right? I don't know why his lawyers ain't saying we need a speedy trial. I thought the trial supposed to be speedy. I think Keefe D been in that bitch over a year at this point without he ain't got a sniffing of what's going on. He just sitting in that joint eating jail food, trying to figure out what the hell. Damn, what the fuck I do? He don't even remember what he did at this point. Nigga probably got 1 more year to go. End of the day, man, listen, Keefe D, the dumbest, the dumbest criminal in history, the dumbest criminal. I can't think of nobody else in hip-hop history dumber than Keefe D. I'm just going to be honest. I've never seen a guy talk himself into prison faster than Keefe D. Or not even, it's slower than, because he's been talking for years. End of the day, man, I don't know what to say, man. Let me know what you think in the comments. I feel like we're witnessing, I don't know if Pac is even getting justice from this, gang. Like, let's say this. Let's play this out. Keefe D loses this. And they give Keefe D life. And this nigga dying 2 years in prison. Like, how does Pac how is this justice for Tupac? Right? God got to take care of this. At this point, it's really, y'all dropped the ball bad. Like, this is mad years later. He been living in Nevada for 10 years. Y'all ain't come out to him? Man, listen, I'm out of here, man. Let me know what you think in the comments. CLBMG, head on over to black-yeti.com. Let them know who sent you. They ship all over the continental U.S. Also, every Wednesday night, we go live on The What Show. Me, TJ, and Fliz. Tap in 9:15 on all my social media platforms. And we got a new video called This, That. In my videos, go down below, scroll back, tap in, look at it, put in the comments what you think. All right, run up the numbers. We on all social streaming platforms, all right? The What Project, man. I'm out of here, man. I'm going to catch you on that flip side. Peace.
Look, mission impossible to drop a few lines without dropping old times when Southern Hill was still a gold mine. When pistol grips was my shit and I sold mine. When Alias was not a show and they told mine. Elevate your mind with high quality THC infused products. BlackYeti.com. Black-Yeti.com.
CLB.
Get my coat, get my sheepskin, grab my wallet, get my pocket knife, and get that hat right there. We out. Grab my pocket knife too. Let's go. When I first came to the city, niggas didn't believe me. I just wanted to join a team and throw assist pass easily. 6 man off the bench, alley-oop pass freely. Suit up for one game and hope a scout might see me. But nah, niggas is greedy, wasn't rocking with him. Unplugged the scoreboard, put a lock on the gym. Told me to power forward, point guard at the rim. And left me with no center and a ball full of phlegm. Not knowing that I'm a dog, a Rottweiler within, with the heart of a pit bull that don't bark for pretend. My bites cut deep, break the bone and the skin. With the level of hustlenomics you do not comprehend. So first I took a block down on the west side end, and then secured a spot with some goons and some kin. And then sent out some flyers, let the games begin. And in 6 months time, the city like that's him. Oh yeah, he the one that moved the hustle to the burbs. And yeah, he the one that knocked the hustlers off the curb. And yeah, he the one that set up shop without a word. And he the one that got it cracking, and all he did was rapping by the Hooters. I kept killers from being shooters. Put a mic in a thug's hand, now he loyal like Pats fans. Take a man off the streets past the needles and crack cans. Promise mama to keep him safe, then put some food in his face and he'll kill for you. But I don't need him for that. Click like, click share, tell them bitches we back. Share the whole location, tell them niggas where we at. Cause we out here, we ain't the cheese, we the trap.